in year 2, I gave them a list of every stupid impression and stupid accent that I did and said, here's what you can use me for. And they began to go off that. And I only ever asked for one thing. I do Professor Frink,
Sure.
Who's basically just a Jerry Lewis impression, which is now a very old reference. When I started, it was not. It was a hip reference, and now it's an old reference.
And so I said, yes, thank you. You're just upsetting my father, by the way. And I asked if we could get the real Jerry Lewis to come in and play Frank's father, and I really had to beg them. They didn't want to do it.
Really?
They had heard he was difficult, and it's like, yeah, but that'll be part of the fun.
Yeah,
sure. And sure enough, he was quite difficult. It was part of the fun. It was great. He was great.
Did it freak him out at all, basically, hearing you doing him? Like, do people ever get bent out of shape about it?
I think he was delighted that I paid that much attention, because I was one of those freaks who, remember in this movie when you said, I was basically like comic book guy with him.
Is comic book guy, is that someone who's based on someone from your real life, or is that just a...
Comic book guy is based on my next door neighbor in college named F. He was called F. His real name is Mark. We called him F because short for F for Flounder from Animal House. And he would play the song 8675309 all day long. I'm not kidding. He actually really would. And if he didn't, he had a list. Those stupid, before the days of cell phones, and God, I'm like ancient. You'd have a little memo board on your college dorm room. Anybody remember that? You'd write little notes. He would have a list on it of his top 5 and bottom 5 people that he liked or hated in the dorm. And he would post it almost hourly. I'm not kidding at all.
Were you ever on his...
I was always in the bottom 5 of the list because I complained about the playing of the music. He was in a room about the size of this desk, and he had a Barca lounger in it. I'm not kidding.
You're on the list.
You're on the list.
You're on the list. That's great.